The name is Dr. Disrespect. And I'm the two-time back-to-back 1993-1994 blockbuster video game champion, a true international video gaming superstar. Ladies and gentlemen, the arena, this bad boy's wide open. Come trickle in. Come in, come on! Don't be shy! Don't be shy! Come right on in. What a day yesterday was, huh? To play 15 games and win 12 of them. And to look as good as we did. Competition's just strong, man. Right? Like, to go out and win 12 of the 15 games and put up a 35 bomb during it. Like, we had a 35 kill game. Just want to remind everyone. We had a 35 kill game, multiple 20s. And 5th place? I mean, when you look at the format, it's just RNG at that point. Like, huge. I didn't like the format. Here's my feedback. And you know, it's a brand new game, and it's just, we're testing it. There's no custom servers or any of that stuff, and it's, you know, it's 3-man teams. So, you know, kudos to Twitch Rivals and everything with trying out the, you know, play for a period of time and then accumulate points during that time format. But I think from a spectating standpoint, it's hard to get attached to the narrative with that. So this Friday, ladies and gentlemen, this Friday, the first official Code Red Apex Legends tournament is going down. $20,000 on the line. And you want to talk about a format that's proven successful. We're going back to the bracket system, ladies and gentlemen. I'm talking our team versus your team. I still don't know the details yet. We're still working on some of the formatting details involved with the scoring of the bracket system. If it's best of 3, etc. Obviously, we can't include, we can't guarantee that a matchup, let's say Team A is going to play Team B, that they're going to match up in the same game. What we're planning on doing is messaging to each match to start at the exact same time. How we accomplish that those are still little details that we're working out. It could be a little Discord, like referee that pops in and says, and you're good to go, or something. But it will be a team versus team format, bracket system, just like all the other Code Red tournaments, and it's going to be a hell of a spectacle. It really is. And that's tomorrow. Wait a minute. What's today? That's going to be Friday this week. Bracket elimination, baby. Can't wait for custom mode. I don't think they're going to have custom matches in this, or custom modes in this game, or custom servers for this game. I just don't think so. I don't think they should. There's no reason to, right? Like, I've always believed, like, custom games and custom servers. Yeah, it's cool to, like, support the gaming community in that sense, but at the same time, as a company, you start to kind of lose control of your main playlist to a certain degree, right? Like, there's no relatability to a custom match from a mainstream standpoint. Like, all of a sudden, you're seeing rockets versus snipers and all that stuff, and then, like, a certain amount of players, and you only have, like, half health. Then it becomes unrelatable in terms of, like, what the company wants to accomplish with their main playlists and main game modes. Anyways, I don't want to get all into that, but that's what's going to happen on Friday. It is going to be 3-man teams versus another 3-man team, bracket-style elimination. Who's going to be the last 2 teams in the championship? That's the narrative I can get behind, baby. Hosted by the 2-time back-to-back champion. So buckle in. Duos and solos are coming soon. Yeah. I mean, those are official playlists from the company. Yeah, this game's duos could be so fun. Like, if you think about it, ladies and gentlemen, 60 players is kind of like their bread and butter right now with the current map design and pacing of the map. I've always preached, like, since I first started, like, it's immediately. Once you start getting in this game and you play more, I'm telling you, their map could be about 50% bigger and put in a lot more players, but still keep some of the same design map principles in terms of dead space and choke points and all that stuff, where you can control the flow and control direction as a designer. this game, I think the pacing of a bigger map and more players could be outstanding in this game. But I did want to. But going back to the Twitch Rivals format, Summit 1G tweeted out that he didn't enjoy the format. I as much as fun as I had playing with Crafty and Vis and as a team and how we were competing and we were winning. Again, we won 12 out of 15 games. It did feel like it was just like this grind, fast-paced grind where it kind of took. I mean, we were so intense. So like, but if we, it takes some of that narrative out of it. I don't know. I don't know how you guys feel. In fact, how I feel is exactly how you should feel because how I feel is correct. But it is kind of a grindy tournament, and I'd rather have like these unique personal matchups, right? Like our team versus your team, best of 3. Whoever gets the most kills and a point system, or whoever develops the most points between those 3 games or whatever, moves up. The other team, they go down to the loser's bracket. Guess what? They have one more chance, and that's it. It's just such a simple formula, man. Should have been a set amount of games. I agree, Cheetah. There's so many like RNG factors that could have gone into it, from game crashes to resetting to when was the first game officially started? How long was the Vis, Crafty, and I, we've played a game where it was like 11 and a half minutes. It had to have been a world record game, and it wasn't during that tournament, but before, like, on another stream. I mean, imagine getting that type of game every single time, or more often than another team, where you can, like, finish a game super fast, win it, lots of kills. I think ultimately you can avoid RNG. I'm not saying, like, the bracket system avoids RNG, not at all. In fact, I think, if anything, it might create a little bit more RNG simply because the narrative is so strong and everyone's paying attention to each matchup. And at the same time, one team that's competing against another team, they're not going to be in the exact same game. Like, there's no guarantee that they're going to be in that same game. Even though they'll start roughly at about the same time, they won't be in the same game. So that's kind of the problem right now with the 3-man format. Now, if they had squads, obviously that's an easy fix. Two guys go with one, 2 guys stick together on each side. Then we're back to square one on a successful format that has been proven to work. But as of now, we sort of have to improvise with this 3-man squad design they got going on over there at Respawn, which I love the feel of it. Do I sign up for the Code Red tournament? How do I sign up for the Code Red tournament? Listen, we try to do our best to like potentially give people an opportunity to get into a tournament, but more importantly, these tournaments about entertainment. And I have to just be straight up honest with you. No one wants to see a bunch of no-names play in a video game tournament right off the bat, right? They want to see big names, big personalities, right? Proven content providers in the video gaming entertainment space. Plain and simple. I don't even want to argue about it, right? You can argue about it. I don't want to argue. I kind of want to argue. I love arguing. I love getting in your face. But I think the Boom team does a good job in, being able to provide opportunities for you guys to qualify. In fact, I'm telling you right now, and let's like hit the mute button. These Code Red tournaments, the Code Red tournament that we're doing on Twitch, I mean, this is just like, we're just getting started with Code Red. Okay? We're just getting started. We have some big, oh baby, big ideas and potential possibilities coming up, lining up with the direction we want to take Code Red in the future. It's just getting started, baby. Right? It's just getting started. Give it the $5. Doc, what do you think about cross-platform they are bringing in? I think it's fantastic for Respawn and Electronic Arts as a company. I think Fortnite needs competition. I think Fortnite 100% needs competition, and they're getting it. They're going to start to get it. I mean, is it going to take over Fortnite? No. Right now, like, I have to, like, let's just look at it. I know Apex is on what? About a week and a half since it's launched. Crazy, right? A week and a half. But I've seen so much Apex. Is there going to be an Apex burnout? Number one. Okay. Number two, Respawn is an intelligent design. Like they make fun. They've always made fun. Like they're at the core of that studio. They are extremely talented. One of the top studios in the world. They just know how to make a kick-ass game. Always have been. Always, you know. I think they're smart enough to know that in order to stay relevant with their game, to stay relevant in the mainstream space, it's content. Post-launch support and content. And I'm sure they're very aware of that. So it'll be interesting here within the next month is just to see where Apex is, right? The challenge with here's the biggest challenge with any game competing with Fortnite, okay? And specifically Apex Legends. And you guys are probably thinking, Doctor, why are you talking so much? Just play a goddamn fucking game. Okay, how about watch your mouth, right? You watch your mouth when you talk to the two-time, right? I think the biggest challenge competing with Fortnite, those little nerdy North Carolina developers, man, is that Fortnite has the build mechanic. It is a mechanic that feels so good and it's new, it's refreshing to a shooter genre that is easily implemented into the second-to-second combat. The building mechanic implemented into the second-to-second combat we've known and understood for years and years and years now. That's what Fortnite has. Apex Legends doesn't have that. They've got a very intelligent design behind their game that they built into the Battle Royale genre. But outside of, and then they have class-based legends or characters, players that you can use in the game. One to counter the other or to complement the other, etc., etc. But when you look at the actual second-to-second combat, there isn't any innovation there, like crazy unique innovation there. There isn't something I can do during a fight other than like hit my ability, which is easy. It's not a skill-based thing. I mean, it kind of is, you know, the timing of it, whatever. But that's the biggest problem with competing with Fortnite right now is that if you're going to compete with them, bring a brand new second-to-second feel-good mechanic. I'm not trying to bring. I'm just having an open discussion. I'm not saying like I love Apex Legends, man. Like this is the game. This is the game I've just been dripping for. I grew up with Halo 2, jumping, proximity chat, throwing a grenade, perfectly placed grenade off that ricochets, boom, boom, right there around the corner. Like right when it explodes, I'm jumping around a corner, not just strafing a corner, but jumping around a corner, aiming down at this guy, bop, bop, dead. Right? Like, I want to be able to outplay people, not put a goddamn barbed wire in front of a door or put some stupid... Right? None of that. Get rid of it. I don't want to hit something. I can see everyone in front of me. That's not a skill thing. Like if you talk to any young kid who plays Fortnite, trust me, I've met a lot of kids who come up to the two-time and say, hey, oh my God. And then I get in conversation about Fortnite and what like I always ask them, like, what do you like about Fortnite? And all of them say, and I'm telling you right now, all of them say they like building. And then they express like, yeah, and they're not very good builders, but they will continue to practice. Like they all like emphasize that they want to get better, and they play a lot of hours, and they're getting better and better. And that's it right there. The actuality of being able to improve on your building skill in that game is what drives these kids, right? Like outside of the skins and the dances and the fiction of the game and, you know, the social aspect of it, there is a draw and attraction to wanting to build and be the best builder and edit and do all that stuff. I just feel like some of these top-end AAA companies don't know this, okay? Daddy B, thank you for the 5. Hey, Doc, what if they had a 4-man squad, but the fourth person is like a commander in Battlefield where they see a bird's-eye view of the map to give their team intel, and after the second or third, circle the team and spawn the fourth player in. But who's going to be the guy that's going to want to sit there on his iPad going, well, shit, hey, well, guys, rotate over to market. Right there, I think there's 2 teams right there. Yeah, but I can see them. Okay, no, hold on a second. They're moving to Skull Island. Go to Skull, right there. Fuck, no, bunker, go bunker now. 4 teams just landed. You're not gonna see some guy in his pajamas on his couch with an iPad in his hand wanting to be the commander. I mean, maybe. Maybe? I get maybe? Is there a demand for it? Steve Haymaker says I would. Apex is a very in-your-face game. I think they need proximity chat, especially the two-time could put these gum flappers in their place, says Beagle Drones with a $3 donation. Oh, man, I'd love it. But then Kotaku would come right in and say, wow, what did you say? What did you say? Did he say that? Get Maurice over here. Start writing an article on this guy. I can't believe he just said that. He said pussy. Aren't you... Huh. Can't have it.